Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Valerie and today is Sunday, August the 25th. It has been about 2 weeks since I've done a video. I've been doing some traveling for work, so I'm going to try and make sure this video is not too long, but I do have quite a few transactions that I need to approve today, and I did a lot of shopping while I was traveling, and a lot of it was definitely not planned because I bought quite a bit of perfume. I love perfume, I love beauty products, so I did spend quite a lot on that. So we're just going to get started and see how much damage it was. I'm pretty sure I spent well over $1,000 for sure when it comes to shopping. I know for sure. Maybe more than that, because I think my Apple Card balance right now is $1,600. So yeah, but anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into it and look at all of the transactions that we have on the all accounts screen. So let's start at the bottom here. So this was the $200 that we sent to the bills account. So that's already gone through, so we can approve both of these. And then we have the ATM withdrawal that I did, so that's good to go. Then my Apple Cash, I had a deposit. So I did send some family some money, and well, you might not know, but if you've seen my previous videos, I do keep about $1,000 for family, friends, money if somebody needs something. I have $1,000 set aside in my Ally high savings accounts for that specific purpose. But because the individual needed it through Apple Pay, and since my Ally is not on my Apple Pay, so I had to transfer the money from my Ally account to my Navy Federal checking account and then to my Apple Cash in order to give it to the person. So I did have quite a few transactions for that money. And since coming from my high yield savings account to my checking account, it's not instant. So what I did was I took the money from my emergency savings that I have in my Navy Federal savings account. I took the $350 out of there, moved it to the checking, and then paid the person. And then once the transfer completed from my Ally account to the savings, I just put that money back into the savings account. So this first transaction here was the deposit into the Apple Cash from my checking account. So what I'll need to do is, this is going to be, instead of deposit as the pay, it's going to be a transfer from my checking account. That way it won't need a category, and it'll show as an inflow to the Apple Cash, and it'll show as an outflow from the checking account. So let's go ahead and approve that. And then you see that it automatically added well, no, it didn't. This was when I moved the money from my savings from my savings to the checking account. So this one was already there. So let's approve that one. This one was the transaction that it just created when I made this a transfer from the checking to the Apple Cash. So, and this is cleared because that was earlier last week, or maybe the week before. Next we have, this was the transfer from the checking to the savings. I think catching a cold, traveling. Let's see here. This is from checking to savings, and this other one was from savings to checking. So this is when I put the money back to the savings account after I got it from my high yield savings account. So we can go ahead and approve that one. This Apple Cash transfer. Okay, this was the transfer to the family member. So I thought I had a payee for there we go, Apple Cash friend. And this is from a family. So let's approve that. So that way, this amount will reflect on the family budget. So, or the family budget category. Then I got paid, so we can approve that transaction. Next is this is the transfer from the Ally High Yield Savings account to the checking account to so I can get the money for the friend to the family member. So let's approve that. Then on my Apple High Yield Savings account, I did get some cashback rewards. Daily cash. And that's going towards my Final Cut Pro, so we can approve that. Then we had so this is the mirroring transaction from the checking account to the Ally High Yields, or the transfer to the checking account from the Ally High Yield Savings account. So it'll match this transaction right here. So these two transactions will balance out. It needs to reflect in both accounts. So let's go ahead and approve this one. And this one is for the savings account. So I don't need this one because this one is a duplicate, because I've already put the money back. So, oh wait, no, did I? So this is the savings account. So this was the transfer out of the savings, and this was the transfer into the savings. But this is duplicated, so let's delete this line because we already have this line above it that's already cleared out. So let's delete this one, and we'll approve this one. In here we have that transfer showing the matching transaction from the checking account to the savings account. It seems a little bit weird because all of it's on this one screen, but once we actually get into the actual checking account on the account's budget, it'll make sense when you see all the transactions. So if you're getting a little bit confused. So let's approve that. This was my reoccurring transaction there. This was a payment that I made to my Amex card. So this was a transfer from the bills account. So let's approve that one. Oops. And then this one was a reimbursement for work for the trip that I went on. And so that's going to go straight to my ready to assign. So I'll have both the reimbursement for work and my paycheck to budget in this video. Then on my Apple High Yield Savings account, I had some daily cash. So let's make all of these daily cash because of all the spending that I did. And one thing, I was upset because, well, I was upset, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But this purchase here, for this daily cash, I should have used the Apple Pay where you can do the tap to pay, so I could get the 2% instead of 1%, because I used my card because they said that they didn't have tap, but then when I looked at the thing, they did have tap. So I only got 1% cash back when I could have gotten 2% cash back and made a little bit more money, but it is what it is. I had bought the Apple AirPods to go in your ear, so I bought some of those because I didn't have any, and I left my headphones here. So, and then this was at the airport, so I'm gonna just put airport because I got some food. Let's label this as dining out and approve that. All right, so we're halfway there. Let's see. This one was also at the airport. Be right back. I need to blow my nose real quick. Okay, sorry about that. So yes, so this was also more food at the airport. So let's go ahead and approve this one. Then this next transaction was the AirPods that I purchased. So this one will be electronics, and I spent $441. Yeah. And let me put a memo in here and just put Apple AirPods, because those were the new ones. Wait, did it save? Where did it go? Okay, it went up here. That's weird. Why did it go up there? I don't know, because my dates are, the dates weren't in order. That's weird. So let's go back to the bottom. Let's see. So this one and this one are reoccurring transactions, so I can approve those two. This one is also a reoccurring transaction for my Hulu services. This one was the payment from my bills account to my Amex card, so we can approve that one. All right, we're back at the top. My Zumba subscription, so we can approve that. Then we had some more daily cash. Let's approve that. Daily cash. This was not jewelry. This was at the airport. Well, what was it? I think I had got little trinkets or stuff. Let me just put shopping. So this was Bolt, similar to Uber. That's what they have. One of the other things that they have in Europe. So I don't think I have a what do I want to label this one as? Why did it change it back? Oh, I didn't create a what do I want to name this one as? Which category? I might put it as just work expenses. I'll just leave it as work expenses. We split the bolt. I don't know what this is. I was looking at this one on my actual Amex card, trying to figure out what is this subscription. Is this a subscription? This was $35.99, but I don't know what it is. Let me go to my emails right quick and see what I have in here for $35.99. Because I don't know. Oh, okay. This was a subscription for TikTok. I know in one of my previous videos, maybe a month or so back, I was mentioning how I was trying out TikTok, which is a new, well, it's not really new. It's an application that helps you manage your tasks, reminders, your notes, and stuff like that. So I wanted to try it out on the free version and see how I like it. And I tried out the premium, the premium on the free trial, and I really liked it. So I went ahead and did an annual subscription, and that was the $35.99, which I completely forgot. It was weird that it showed up like that, but that is TikTok. And do I want to make it a subscription? Right now, because I really liked it when I was using the premium subscription, but it's for a year, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it reoccurring or not yet. So I'm going to put it under, I think I want to put it under quality of life, and I might put it under education. No, I'll just put it under electronics because it's similar to like software, I guess. So I'll just put it under that. Yeah, and I'm gonna just put annual, and that was August 20th. So we'll put 8/20. Okay. And then this was my Crunchyroll anime subscription. All right, so we have gone through all of the transactions. Why does it say there's still one more though? Oh, this because this was already reconciled. So let's approve it. We can go back to view all transactions. So I don't want to see what has been reconciled though. All right, so all the transactions have been approved. So now we can go to the accounts, the individual accounts, to reconcile the transactions within the account to make sure the amount that's showing on YNAB matches what's actually in my bank account. So we're going to start with my Navy Federal account. So we're going to go ahead and open up the accounts on my mobile. All right, so on the mobile app, it shows that I have an available balance of $26.8712, but I do have one pending transaction for $23.88. Oh, okay. I'm so bad at this. Okay, I need to start putting these in TikTok on my calendar, my reminders, because I usually, so sometimes I tend to try out, do a lot of 7-day trials for things like that. And so I did one for the Sims resource because I wanted to download some of the lots in the Sims resource, but I didn't want to have to download each individual custom content that they use to build the houses individually. And so with their premium subscription, you can download it as a bundle instead of having to go to each individual person's page to download their content. So I did the trial, the 7-day trial, downloaded everything I wanted to do in a bundle to save some time, and I forgot to cancel it. So this is a 1-year subscription for $23.88. So bad at that. So I need to put this in here. But the thing is, I used PayPal to set this up, and it was supposed to go to my Ally credit card, but for some reason the Ally credit card is showing a hold on the card. I don't know why. So it didn't go through on the Ally card. It went to my checking account, debit card that I also have on PayPal. So, which is weird. So, but I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna end up closing the credit card anyway. But yeah, so I need to add that transaction in here. So let's add that. And it's pending. So I'm gonna just put today, and then the pay is the Sims resource. So let's create a pay, and that category is going to be gaming. And it was $23.88, and this was annual. So let me go back to my email because I should have gotten an email. I don't remember it. $23.88. There we go. 23. Yeah, I did get an email. Oh, I just got the email yesterday. You paid $23.88 to the Sims resource. 12-month VIP. Great. So that was the 24th. So I need to put that on here. 8/24. I should go back and make the other one an annual. That way, once it comes up, coming up due, on YNAB, I'll be able to see it. So I need to do that with the other transaction as well. The 35, whatever it was, $35.99. And that was on my Amex card. So once I get to the Amex card, I'll make sure to make that an annual. That way I'll know when I'll see it coming up on my transactions. All right, so let's go back to the checking account. All right, so on here it shows $26.87. So right now we're working with $26.01. The only transaction that is pending is this $23.88. So we got to figure out what transactions I'm missing on here. So we have the money to the bills account, which is $262. I do see that, so that one is good to go. Then we have the $700 for ATM. That one's good to go. Then we have $350 a deposit, and then $22.14.56 deposit. Here's the $350, and there's the $22.14. All right, so those two are good. So what about this $350 going out? We do have that. So we should have $350 going out twice, and $350 coming in twice. So That's $350 going out, $350 going out, $350 in, $350 in. So all of those are good. And then we have the $250, $150. It's coming in. Yep, that one's good to go. And then I have some Venmo payments from dining out with friends on the trip, our colleagues. So I need to add those transactions. This was on 23rd. Let's see. And this was paid to them via Venmo, and this was a reimbursement. I'll just put it as work expense. An outflow, $55. Let's save and add another. Because I thought I had another. Oh no, that was a payee. So I have transferred to friend on Zelle. I don't have Venmo friend, but it doesn't matter. And so this second one was $60. So let's save that. And both of those are cleared. Okay. So now it's showing on here we have an uncleared balance of the $23.88 and the cleared balance of $25.1038. But my checking account is showing $26.8712. So we're still missing something. But what are we missing? Because all of these other ones aren't good. So let's go back down it again. Prove that. Let's subtract this amount to see what the difference is. $26.8712 minus the $24.8650. 262. Oh, do I have it in here twice? Maybe that's why. Okay, it's in here twice. It's weird that it's in here twice. So what's the correct date? All right, the date was on the 5th. So let's delete the one that was on the 4th. This is why you should do your YNAB every week to catch these things. All right. So now we are good to go. YNAB, my bank account shows $26.8712. The working balance in YNAB shows $26.8712. So we're good to go. And I can reconcile this. And I know that said 2711 is because the pending transaction is still pending. But once you add them together, they do match. So, all right. So now our bills count. We're showing $105.67. That does match in here. So we can go ahead and reconcile. Oh man, my nose. My savings account shows $1,063, and it does. And then we see the outflow that I took the money from the savings accounts to the checking to give to the family member, and then I put the money back after that transaction came through from Ally. And then my Amex card showing a balance of $35.99, which matches here. And we're gonna make this tick repeating, and we're gonna put annual that way, or yearly that way. Once it comes up next year, I'll be able to assess whether or not I want to continue paying for it annually, or if I want to cancel it. But I don't think I'm gonna save up any money for it. I may change my mind later on, but right now I'm not. So yeah, so let's go ahead and reconcile this. We're good to go there. Then we're going to open up my Ally bank accounts. My savings account has a balance of $669.91, which matches here in YNAB. You can see the $350 that was transferred out to the checking account, and this was for the family member. So let's go ahead and reconcile this. And then we didn't use the Ally card, so there's nothing to do there. Next is the Apple High Yield Savings Account. Shows we have a balance of $272.17. So we do have quite a few transactions to add here. So let's see here. We have 6 cents. Then we have $4.42. And we have 45 cents, there we go, and then 21 cents. Okay, and then 41, nope. So we're missing the 41 cents. No, because it's showing 14 and 27 to 41. Okay, it's showing up individually. And then we have, so we need to add we need to add 686. And then we need to add 867. And then we need to add 48 cents. All right, so 272.17, and we're good to go. And those are cleared. And then we can go to the actual Apple Card. So my Apple Card, this extra spending, I need to add all these transactions in there. So let's go back to the beginning, the airport. So we have, excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry. So we have the $199 for my subscription. We have the $441. We have the $22.63. Do we have the $10.71? Yes. Do we have the $7.23? Yes. $13.27 for bolts? Yes. And then we have $342.80. No. So I need to add that. 4 through 433.49. Ooh, my. I can shop, y'all. I can shop. I love beauty products. I love perfume. They're just so expensive, but man, they smell good. All right, then we have $23.90. I don't remember what this one was for. I think it was for snacks. Okay, we're just gonna leave it shopping because I don't know. $2.92. Okay. That one was today. So I literally just got back from the airport a couple hours ago. Well, not even a couple hours ago now. It's like 5 hours ago, roughly. But I've been traveling since yesterday. The flight's so long. I said $292.72. And then, oh, wrong category, or wrong column. And then we have $29.24, and this was food for sure. It's got some McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in months. So I'm just telling out. And this one was $29.24. All right, so let's make sure the balance is good. So on here is showing $1629.90, and we have $1629.90 here in YNAB. So let's see. The only ones that are pending is the $29.24 and the $2.92. So let's clear these three down here. Sorry. And let's go there. All right. Next is my Apple Cash is $22.67. No changes here, so I can just go ahead and reconcile this. Because that was to the family. All right. Capital One. Now I have to wait for this to log me in. Still waiting on this code. I know my Capital One takes a minute to log me in, but it usually doesn't take this long. So I don't know what's going on. Let me try through the website. Oh, there's the code. But that's probably like the first one. That one's expired. I need the second code. There we go. All right, I'm in. So YNAB is showing 105.67, and the app is showing the same thing. So we're good to go. Let's see if there's any pending. Nothing is pending, so the Crunchyroll, Zumba, and my other recurring transactions are all cleared. So we can go ahead and do this and reconcile that. Reauthorize your connection to continue importing. Okay. Do I have to actually do a login? Okay, so I'll do that off camera. Or probably just do it through my phone. That way I don't have to worry about editing the screen and everything like that. So all right, so we've already done the Amex and now my Roth. So I already have my reoccurring transaction that'll be at the end of the month. Even though it's already taken place, it usually takes effect around the 24th or 25th. So, but I like just having it on the last day, on the 29th. So, excuse me. All right, so the only transactions that are pending right now that we cannot reconcile yet are these two transactions for the airport and then the Sims Resource annual subscription. All right, so now let's go to the budget here. So we have the two transactions, inbound transactions that are assigned in this budget. So we'll have my mid-month pay plus my refund for my work expense. And I will be getting another refund since this last work trip as well. So I'll have that money also available to assign as well later. But right now, let's put that money here into the holding category. And then we're gonna see how much we overspent. So I overspent $1768.91. All this. So I was reauthorizing the Capital One. So what I'm going to do is we're going to look at the checking account and see what we have available. I don't think I have anything available. Not really to move over. I can move this, because what was the cost of the one transaction? The $35.99. So I can move, well, I don't have $35.99. I was gonna move some of the money from the gaming category to the electronics to cover that one subscription. But I still can. I'm going to move this money for the books to, let's move all of this to the electronics. We're going to move the rest of the gaming to the electronics. we're going to move, we're going to cover this with the household. So I have 156.88. Let's cover this with households. And then we have gas. And then just $5 from groceries. So we have shopping and electronics. So let's just go ahead and move this 94.30 to that way we just have that cleared out. So what we have underfunded is the rest of this electronics plus all of the shopping. And so in this holding category, one of those paychecks, $251.50. So I can move $251.50 back to ready to assign. And so I can use that for the electronics. Because this amount here, this $2214.56 is my next month paycheck. So I don't want to, I mean, I can use it to cover these, but I want to let's see. Let's cover the bills for next month first. So my phone subscriptions, charity. So let's cover that first. Oh, wait. Let's undo. I forgot to move the money back. So this is my paycheck. So let's go to September, my bills. Let's cover the bills for next month first. $200.62. And let's fill up some of the savings and sinking funds. So let's fill up, let's not do the monthly bills yet. Should we? It's on savings, so let's see. We'll do that. We'll just do the subscriptions first. And then these sinking funds. All right, so those are good to go. Now let's just go ahead and do monthly bills. All right, so for September, we are good to go. Like, cause how much do I need for August? I need 1181.35. So let's go back to September. We need to fund this and Apple Music. And this. I need to create a view for my Apple categories. And then I'm just going to wait on the true expenses. So I am funded for September. And now I'm just going to use the rest of this money, the other half of this paycheck, to cover my overspending. Normally, what I would have done is put all this money towards travel and covering the true expenses. Because my new car, I always use the end of the month paycheck to fill that. But let's just go ahead and, since we have all our other categories covered for September, let's just cover the rest of the overspending with this money. Since we've already did the roll with the punches, we've already budgeted 1 month ahead. Not completely 1 month ahead fully, but we've pretty much did everything we need to do for the 1 month ahead. So I am okay with leaving some of those categories for the end of the month and covering the overspending with the rest of this paycheck. So let's cover the rest of this electronics. And then let's cover the rest of this shopping. So I have $80.23. Oh, and I'm going to leave these as yellow. Basically, I'm going to snooze them for this month because we roll with the punches. We took that money out of August and used it to cover some overspending. So I'm not going to refund those categories in August. I'll have to play catch up when I get to September. So I wonder if I can do snooze just like that. Nope, I have to do them individually, I guess. So let's snooze this Target. For gas, let's snooze groceries. And we are going to snooze household. And this is because, again, we did the roll with the punches where I used all the money that was in those 3 categories to cover the overspending in my shopping and electronics categories. So everything else is good to go for August. So we're going to put this $80.23 into, oh wait, did I do it in the wrong month? Did I snooze August, right? Did I snooze August? Yes, okay, I snoozed August. I just pressed the button twice for the month. Okay, so September. So we have $80.23. So I'm just gonna put that all into the ATM withdrawal. All right, so we are good to go. Now we just have to transfer some money over so we can pay these bills. But let me see. Let me check out a calendar right quick. So on the 30th, so we can do those transactions next week on Friday. Just make sure I actually do it. So next week's video, we're going to actually do the transactions to pay these cards off here. So we need $105.67 transaction for Capital One, a transaction for my Amex, and a transaction for the Apple Card to pay those 3 accounts off so they can be a zero balance before we get into the next month. So we will do that in the next video. Let's see, some transactions came in. See these little the little dots that show up on the left side of the accounts mean that some imports had occurred. So I did reauthorize my Capital One, so that one updated. But these 2 transactions for the Apple Card looks like they have imported. But they're still showing pending, but they have matched with the account, so I can still approve them. But they're showing pending, so. And then these 3 transactions that we added ourselves have imported. These 3 that we added ourselves have imported. And then these 2 Capital One have imported. All right, so we still have these 3 transactions that are still pending. There's nothing further for us to do for this video. Everything is good to go. We have the money available to pay 3 credit cards off at the end of this month. So I am all set. Sorry this was such a long video. It's because I didn't do a video last week, which was very bad. I definitely need to make sure I'm still doing my YNAB weekly, because this can definitely take a lot. It can get frustrating if you spent more than what I've done on a weekly basis. Then having all these transactions can get overwhelming, because even though I had all of those transactions, a lot of that was just from the weekend because of traveling. But if you were in a regular city and buying and shopping and eating out more often, then it can be very, very overwhelming if you go longer than a week without touching your YNAB or doing your budget. So and I know I shouldn't have done that, but life happens, and so sometimes it does get away from you. But I will definitely do my best to make sure I am doing mine weekly like I need to. Well, I hope you all have had an amazing weekend. The new week is starting tomorrow, so I wish you all the best, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.